Like, is there anything that could have aided you in being able to touch the ceiling? What was that? Somebody said it. Table? Chair? Now, I'm not telling you to go around and stand on tables and chairs. But what I'm telling you is that in order to reach your goals, you're going to need some help. Okay? You're not going to be able to do it by yourself. Because I'm real teeny. So I'm sure when I stretch my hands, there's somebody in here that's real tall, and their hands were a little higher than mine, right? So in life, there are people who may already have a chair, they might already have a stool, they might already have a table, or they figured out that the table exists and they already got on it. So their hands are reaching up already a little higher than yours. That doesn't mean that your hands can't reach high as well. Because when we're standing flat-footed, I even have little heels. So, when you're standing flat-footed, you may not be able to reach whatever that ceiling is, but as you get on the table or the chair or get a stool or get a person, because we can all just stand on top of each other and we're going to be taller. Well, we might reach the top of the building, right? But there's always something that can help us get to the next level because there's really no ceiling. We go outside, we can get as many people as Florence County can hold, but there's no way that we can reach the moon. We can try though, right? Because if we're trying to reach the moon, we're destined to fall on a star, right? So no matter what challenges you see in this thing called life, because they're going to hit you, and most times they're going to come at you quick, right? Similar to what has came at you quick now. You lost someone. It's tough, okay? It is tough. I was 15 years old. I was a high school cheerleader. And I'm supposed to hang out with my friends that night. These are friends I done hung out with all summer. It's the beginning of the season. And I'm like, Mom, I really want to hang out with them. I don't hang out with them if my best friend could go. My best friend had a cousin in town. The cousin's parents' rules were a little different than our parents' rules. So she couldn't go. So we didn't hang out with those friends. Next morning, I get a phone, or mid-afternoon, I get a phone call. I'm at the house and just chilling, reading a book, or doing something geeky, because I'm a whole nerd, not half nerd, whole nerd. So I get a call, and they're like, Tabitha, you got a ride? And I was like, a ride to where? The hospital. The hospital for what? Like, whose grandma's sick, who mama's sick, what's going on? Children got in an accident, they think he's gonna die. Die like die? Or die like y'all tripping, right? But I didn't make it to the hospital, and he didn't make it. 17 years old, amazing athlete, amazing young man, could have been a husband, or a good lifelong friend. But there was something that God knew about him that we didn't know about him. And so for this young lady, there's something that God knew about her that we didn't know about her. I hear that she was amazing, very special, charismatic, and I hate to bring these emotions out, but they're better out than in. Okay, and I don't want to get too churchy, okay, but he's able, and so at the end of the day, he knew something. There was something very special that we wanted her to be here, but there was something special that he needed her there. But that leaves an assignment for those of us who are still here, and it also shows you. Though it shows you at a young age, it shows you that death has no age limit. And every day matters. You're teenagers. You're going to make decisions that your parents are going to think are crazy. Your counselors are going to think are bizarre. Your teacher's going to be like, what in the world you was thinking? That's teenage. But then also in the back of your teenage mind, now that you've had to go through this, know that life is serious. Life is real. And every decision that we make has something to do with the things down the road. Because if we get to live and we get to see life full out, let's make her happy. Let's let her say, like, that's my girl, or I liked him. Like, I'm glad they are making, I'm glad they stayed in this program. I'm glad they didn't drop out of school. I'm glad they didn't go make no kids. I'm glad they didn't get on drugs. I'm glad that they saw out what I was seeking. So you're still here for a reason. Unfortunately, we can't go be like, oh, why? We can't ask him any questions. He is not to be questioned. What happens, happens, right? But life is 10% what happens and 90% how we respond. So sit in your emotions. Allow yourself to cry, scream. Y'all, I slid down the wall, okay? And I was sad for a long time. Because I didn't know, what? I had experienced people leaving before, but at a young age. The next summer, my brother committed suicide. don't know if he committed suicide on purpose or accident because I can't ask him. But he shot himself in the side. And I would think he was trying to die, he was going to shoot himself in the head. I look back now and knowing what I know about mental wellness, he needed somebody to talk to, and he wasn't paid a lot of attention in the family, so he wanted to get some attention, and unfortunately that attention took his life. That was 1 year later, y'all. Like, I was a whole hot mess, okay? Running off the plug twice, 5 times, like lit in ways that we're not going to explain today because I did not know how to sit with my emotions. So I'm challenging you to find someone to talk to. Childfest Meet Me. You can find me on all the social medias. I'll give you my cell phone number, whatever. Or if it's another adult, if it's a friend, lean on them, but realize that you're all teenagers, so your minds all kind of work a little teenage way. So find one adult that you trust and that you see that, like, okay, you know, that adult right there kind of talk with a little bit of sense, right? Because a lot of us know fake adults. I'm an adult and I know some fake adults, and they mind might have stopped, you know, development. And so I don't need to go to them because they don't have wise counsel. But I challenge you to find those adults that do and lean on them. They'll support you through this, and they'll support you through a lot of other things that are going to happen in life. Because though this is tragic, there are going to be several situations in life that make you be like, man, what in the world am I going through? What is going on? Like when I was in college, and I resorted to alcohol as a way to cover my pain because, you know, I had enough money to get there. But in order to stay there, I had to work. I had to work a lot. And I was in a lot of organizations because I believe in leadership, I believe in development, and I knew I needed all those things to succeed. But at night, I knew that bottle, okay? Because I didn't know how to deal with my pain. I didn't feel like anyone understood me, and so I resorted to something that wasn't the best, right? I thank God that he brought me out of that. I'm glad that I found some people that was like, girl, you too, why are you even doing this? But there were so many people who never even knew what I was going through because I was struggling in silence. I felt the need to have this persona, like that's Tab, she's motivating, she's doing this, she's smart, she's that, but I was literally suffering inside. And so I challenge you not to allow yourself to suffer. As we stretched to the top earlier, the top that we could go, and I said there's something or somebody that can help you continue to stretch. That stretching doesn't always mean academic stretching. That stretching doesn't always mean financial stretching. That stretching can really be your mind. Because if somebody can get control of your mind, they can have control of your whole well-being. But if you can have a strong mind, there ain't nothing that can bother you, okay? Nothing at all. After I got out of that dark season, I moved 10 hours away to South Florida. Anybody heard of Miami? Anybody, Miami? Yep. So I lived about an hour out of Miami. I went to graduate school down in South Florida. Had an amazing time. Not just living in South Florida, being from South Carolina, but I was exposed. I was able to meet people from different backgrounds. That was probably the first time I saw people who grew up with real money. I don't mean like play money. I mean like money that ain't never going nowhere. And I also was able to be around people who they didn't have a poverty mindset. They believed strongly in abundance and that things flow to you when you put pressure, right? Nobody owes us anything, right? We're left here for a reason, but just because we're left here doesn't mean that anybody owes us anything. It is our job to do our part. It's our job to wake up every day and show up like you're ready to win, okay? So when you come to things like this, when you go to school, when you're at church, when you're home, whatever, like I said, have your fun, be a teenager. I'm not telling you not to do that. I have my times, okay? But what I am saying is that keep the end in mind, okay? Because God can't change a plan that you don't have. So if you don't have goals, can't nobody mess them up. If you don't have goals, you know, a plan is really a goal seed. Like I can dream that I want to make light fixtures, right? But if I don't Google how to make light fixtures, I don't find somebody that knows how to make light fixtures. I never do anything towards figuring out how to make the light fixture, except say, I really want to make light fixtures. Am I going to ever be able to make a light fixture? No. I'm not. If I say I want to go to college, and I come to the program, you know, I come on Saturdays, I come because somebody made me, you know, I do what they tell me to do. but I never really take in the information. Time goes quick. Now you're out of school and you're like, dang, I really wish I would have listened, because now I don't even know how to fill out the application, because I was just going through the motions. So I'm going to double back to say to let this tragedy be the ultimate motivator for your life, right? Let it be something that sits inside of you that even when the emotions get better, you're going to be like, I'm doing it for sis, okay? Because she would have been the bomb. So I'm going to try my best to be my best, because that's what she would have liked. Yeah, you want to make your friends proud. Yeah, you want to make your parents proud. Yeah, you want to make your teachers and your counselors and anybody else proud. But want to make yourself proud. I am the person that I am today. I travel this country, other countries, write books, speak, do all the things. I am all of those things because I wanted to be successful. The success my parents wanted me to have, I surpassed that a long time ago. And they were supportive, but they don't understand that I had to seek support other ways, because I started going into things I didn't even know what to do, y'all. I was like, write a book, okay, how? Okay, what, with what? With what resources? How do we figure that out? I went and found it out. I went and found somebody who knew what they was doing, and I made it happen, okay? Because everything's figureable out. Like nothing you can't not figure out. We live in an amazing day and time. Let people talk junk about the younger generation if they want to. In the back of your mind, don't get no attitudes. I don't promote attitudes. But in the back of your mind, be like you was young once too, okay? And you was crazy. Okay, so mind your business. But look it up, okay? Because we got good boy Google, and we got ways to talk to people all over this state, all over this country. There's never been a time such as this. Resources are literally at our fingertips. So use them. Soak them up. Use them to your best benefit. And achieve everything that anyone said you can't, or even if they said you can, surpass that. And do it for you. So I asked this question before I end. Has anybody ever heard an adult, don't name out the adult, because we all might be cousins or something, that said, I hate my job. I hate my job. I don't want to go to work. I don't like my life. Why do I have these kids? All of those negative connotations. As you are setting your goals, set your mind to say, I want to be the adult that wakes up every single morning and loves what I do. I wake up every morning and I am able to change lives. I wake up every morning, and if I'm creating light fixtures, I'm creating the best light fixtures. If I'm building chairs, you can't touch my chairs, okay? Even if I'm sweeping floors, you can't sweep floors better than me, because I ain't always been this person. Okay, first job, McDonald's, always used to smile. This man used to be like, how are you so happy? Because this ain't my ending point. This is the training field, okay? 17 years old, I'm at McDonald's. I'm getting ready to go to college. I'm just trying to make a little bit of money. I have no reason to not be smiling. After that, Waffle House. Y'all, Waffle House was the whole struggle. First of all, you have to learn a whole language to work there, right? Secondly, the type of people that work at Waffle House are also the type of people that's going to college. Third of all, it was humbling, because on Saturday night, I'm looking at my peers, I'm looking at the girls that's in the sorority that I want to join. I'm just looking at all these people going out, living their best life because maybe somebody's paying for them to be there, and I'm serving them food at Waffle House because I got to make my own way, right? But it was nothing wrong with the struggle. I appreciate the struggle, because now you can't outwork me, okay? There's people who speak a lot better than me. There's people whose live videos are a lot more popping than mine. They got better lighting, whatever. It's people that can jump on the plane and go speak and can ride first class and all of that. But I'm going to stay booked and busy because you're not going to outwork me, okay? You're not going to outserve me, and you're not going to out-humble me. Because favor ain't fair. So the reason the same little girl who said they grew up in a town, no stoplights, mom got diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia when she was 9 years old, had to move across the country, live with family that didn't really like me, didn't really motivate me, it didn't matter. Because I wanted to win for me. It had nothing to do with them. Forget y'all, okay? All the attitudes and curse words I used to say in my head to them was crazy. But I kept my mouth shut because I knew I needed a roof, okay? So I kept my mouth shut, but I kept my head set on the goal. I went to church and I was praying like I didn't really know God the way I know him, but I knew something was going on up in the atmosphere, so I prayed my way through, okay? And so now I get to be this person who does exactly what I want to do. And I still have to make some sacrifices, but I'm definitely not the adult that's waking up and saying that, how did I end up like this? I know how I ended up where I am because I worked. I know how I end up in situations that are tough because I probably dropped the ball somewhere. I don't forget to refuse. So as I challenge you to sit in your sad moment, I challenge you to also sit in moments with your goals. Sit in moments where you dream. Sit in moments where you assess, like, how did this happen to this person? And as you assess that, pray for them and pray that it doesn't happen to you. Okay? So it is my hope that something I said will resonate with you, as I know this is a very hard moment for you. So it may not touch your head or your heart, but I'm always at your fingertips. It's my hope to be able to come back to y'all at some point this year, but even if you never see me again, remember that you can reach as high as you want. But if you don't grab a table, a chair, a person, a stool, put your pride to the side and ask for help, you ain't going far, okay? Because if you want to go far, grab a partner, grab some resources, and I promise you can do it. That's it, y'all.